Well, hey everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And today, you guys, I have another weekly prediction video for you all. So let's go ahead and jump right in. You guys know I don't like to do the long intros. As always, my readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, form your own opinion, and be kind to one another in the comment section down below. Okay, you guys. What is going to happen this week and why are my cards not shuffling? Okay, let's see what we can get here. You guys, we got NATO in the weekend reading. We are getting NATO again. We have gotten NATO like every time I have done this. This is like 100 cards here. And we keep getting NATO. I'm so curious to know what's going to happen. You guys, we got educator, educational institution for the weekend reading as well. We have reality TV star, which I'm feeling like could really be Trump. Let's just get a few more of these keyword cards here. We have queen. We have philanthropist. Okay, so let's take these cards and put them over here to the side, and we are going to move on to the Trish James predictions deck. Okay, let's see what Spirit has for us for this week. Now, if you're ever curious to know what cards I'm using, if you click on the description box down below where it says more and expand it, there is a link to my website, which is just bobbiereads.com. On my website, I have a page that has links, has the pictures of every deck that I use. They're all there, I promise you. My newer decks are at the bottom. And if you click on the deck, the picture, it'll give you the link to the deck information. On my website, I also have a secure portal for personal readings. So if you've ever wanted to have a reading with me, I do live and recorded readings. So you can check that out on my website as well. Okay, all right. And I will tell you, I do not have very many appointments open through the rest of the year. So if you're wanting to get a reading sometime before the new year, I would schedule it now. Okay. What can we expect, Spirit, for this week? Consequence, damage done. We will see consequences this week for things that have been done. People needing to this is karma. This is people reaping what they sow. There has to be consequences. I keep feeling so much like NATO is looking to somehow, and I know it sounds silly or crazy, right? Like the US not being part of NATO, but I just feel like these nations feel like they cannot trust the United States any longer. And I feel like they're going to change the relationship with the US. They may not remove the US from NATO, but there could be like restrictions on information sharing or things like that, okay? All right, Spirit, what else can we expect this week? Good outcome. Love this. Okay, so there's something this week that is going to have a good outcome. We love that. Let's keep going. This could be more information coming out in the Epstein files, votes being passed to release the Epstein files. This could be good news with the economy. It could be good outcome for all kinds of things. This could be court cases where there's a good outcome. We have foreign occupation and rescue revived. I am wondering if this is going to be something to do with the way that the U.S. has been attacking Venezuela. And it's not a foreign occupation yet, but it really, really looks like the U.S. is going to try to move in. We have rescue revived. I'm wondering if there's someone who's going to survive one of these boat attacks. And there's going to be information here. And I'm wondering if this good outcome is perhaps someone rescued and able to contradict this, this narrative that Trump and his administration are trying to say that these are drug runners when they're like fishing boats. So I think that there could be something that comes out when it comes to this in regards to NATO. Okay, let's move these out of the way. And I'm going to move NATO because I feel like we've really gone over that. I feel like that's what that is. Okay, what other things can we expect this weekend, Spirit? Or excuse me, this week? Mosquito airborne, some kind of virus. There has been a lot of people predicting another pandemic. So there could be something, this could be something that is spread. It could be some kind of a pest that's attacking plants, or it could be attacking people, okay? And let's see what else we have. This mosquito airborne could also be, yep, being released on people somewhere, some kind of an experiment or test, some kind of airborne gas or airborne chemicals to see how it works in battle. This could be us using this in Venezuela, but I'm also really strongly getting that this could be being used against the Palestinians in Israel, in Gaza. Energy weapon. Again, it makes me feel like it's some kind of a weapon that's being used. I don't feel like it's an energy weapon, but I feel like it's this experiment or test, and it has something to do with some kind of airborne virus. And then we have battle worship. This could be something breaking out on a worship. This could be something that is spread on a worship. So this could be something that is put on like someone else. Could be like chemical warfare. So somehow spreading some kind of something on either a worship of one of our foes, I guess, or accidentally being spread in a U.S. worship. But there's something that's going to happen when it comes to testing weapons, testing chemicals. Something. Maybe they're carrying weapons and it leaks. Okay. Let's do this. I want to move over to the Forecaster Oracle, and I want to see what's going on with this queen. What is going on with this queen? I have a card that is stuck to the table that does not want to come up. Come on, you. All right. What is this queen about? Aftermath recovery, rising tide, intimidation, authoritarian response, forced compliance, algorithmic influence, information bias. There is a lot going on here. So I'm not sure what queen this is referring to, but there could be a queen that's not in good health, okay? Someone who is in recovery, rebuilding from something. But this authoritarian response makes me feel like it could be in a country where the queen perhaps doesn't have a lot of say, and whatever she was dealing with, she didn't really have a say on her treatment. Rising tide, inundation, things being forced upon her or flowing her way. We have this algorithmic influence, information bias, a story being spun one way, but it's really something completely different. So let's keep our eyes open, you guys, for queens and their health and what's going on there. Okay, I feel like this reality TV star is talking about Trump because he always likes to show up in our readings. So can I get the energy for Trump for this week? What can we expect? What do you guys think? Okay, let's see what we have for energy for Trump. 9 of Pentacles. This is all about his money, okay? So there's something that's going to be focused around his money this week. His challenge he's facing is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is all about good news, prospects, enthusiasm. He is going to have an opportunity to make money. Something. He's going to do something where he has an inflow of money. The energy he's coming from. This is funny. This was his main energy for the weekend reading. So this is a continuation. I love when Spirit does that because it's like, you're right on track. The energy of where he's going, he is trying to make money. This is like working hard to make that money. It's persevering. It's like He's just racking up money like nobody's business. The overarching theme or goal for Trump this week, he keeps getting this Queen of Wands. I feel like this Queen of Wands is Laura Ingraham, and it was that interview that he did where he talked about there is no talent in America. And I feel like that is worse than Epstein and worse than the food stamp thing for his base. What he doesn't see coming or the underlying energy is judgment reverse. People not having their eyes open. People not seeing what's really going on in front of their face. This is going to continue. He is still going to have support. The energy for this week is the Strength card. So he's going to hang in there, you guys. This week is not the week of him leaving, I don't think. The environment is holding on desperately to power, holding on desperately to your money and to your resources. Yes. Hopes or fears for Trump for this week? This is dissatisfaction. This is like the fear of not getting what I want, because he's all about the exchange, right? He's transactional. So he's not, in his mind, he's afraid he's not going to get what he wants this weekend or this week. I keep saying weekend. I'm sorry. I'm filming this on the weekend. He's not going to get what he wants this week. Final outcome for Trump for this week is the Knight of Wands. He's going to be on the warpath. He is like ready to fight. This is really hot-headed, but this is also an offer, and it's doing something fast. He's going to do something financially this week. Something is going to happen. Okay, let's get these out of the way. And I want to go to the governance deck and just kind of keep reading. We have philanthropist and we have educator, educational institution. Would Peter Thiel be considered a philanthropist? Probably. Someone giving money to a school, someone withholding money from a school. Okay, so let's just get other predictions, things that we need to be aware of for this week. What do we need to be aware of, Spirit, for this week? What do we need to be aware of? Housing, infrastructure, issues coming up with housing. There is not enough affordable housing in the U.S. and our infrastructure is terrible. Maybe there will be some kind of a bill announced. Leadership battle going on behind the scenes, people trying to establish control, whether this is people who want control of Trump's presidency, like Stephen Miller or Russell Vought, or this could be leadership battles between like J.D. Vance and Trump. Internal adversary. So Trump is facing an internal adversary in his White House. There are people who are turning on him and who are ready for him to go. We have trusted advisor. So there's someone giving advice, a trusted advisor. Okay, let's get a few more. We have national defense. So we need to be, we need to be ready at all times for anything that could potentially happen. I have felt like we are long overdue for a domestic attack. So there could be something where we need to defend ourselves nationally. This is why I always encourage you guys, have extra things on hand. If there is some kind of an emergency or something that happens, make sure that you have, number one, water. Number two, extra food. Perhaps a power source, battery bank, generator, something like that. And then cash on hand. Okay? Because a lot of people have been predicting there's going to be a run on the banks. So keep cash on hand and keep small bills. Because if there is an emergency where people can't access money, if you have hundreds, no one's going to give you change. So you want to make sure that you have, different bills. Support assistance. This is people, this is going to be the rhetoric this week of the lawmakers. It's going to be talking about the ACA credits going away and the increased costs of healthcare, and then it's the conversation about the SNAP benefits being withheld. All of this is going to be a topic of discussion. Okay, and then we have intimidation tactics. So we saw Trump this last week bring in Boebert and Did he bring in, who was the other one? A Grace. Is that right? Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace? Yeah, Nancy Grace. He is trying to force them to change their votes. He is using intimidation tactics, bringing them into the war room. And I think we're going to continue to see him use intimidation tactics to try to keep these people from bringing forth the Epstein files. And this internal adversary could also be the relationship between MTG and Trump, because now they've turned on each other. She is just, yeah. And we have the blame game. Yes, this is like this whole thing, this whole presidency, it's all the blame game. Politics is the blame game. It is so ridiculous how no one can take any accountability for any situation at all. Okay, so let's move these out of the way, and I just want to pull a few more prediction oracle cards just to see what we can expect. Let's see, what am I doing? Okay, so Spirit, any final predictions that we should be aware of for this week? Any final predictions that we should be aware of? We have so many people. So many people. We have pandemic health crisis. You guys, we had that airborne mosquito. There is something that's coming down the pipe when it comes to health. It's future time. Yep, so it's coming. So many people being affected by this health crisis, but it's coming at a future time. So this is a warning. This is a warning that you need to, like, again, stock up and make sure you have stuff on hand, because if there is a bug going around, you don't want to be out in public. And people have been predicting superbugs that are developing in the hospitals where you get sick, you go to the hospital for treatment, but then you end up catching something even worse than what you came in to have treated. Okay, natural remedies, stock up on them. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. You know, we have sighting disclosure. So more talk about aliens, sightings, more information coming out. What else can we expect this week? We have darkness outage, power outage, or this could be an outage in terms of social media, internet, cell phone service. So there is going to be some kind of an outage where things are going out this week. And then we have cyclone damage. So this could be a tornado happening somewhere in the world that's causing damage. Okay, you guys, I want to switch gears now that we've looked at what we can expect for this week. Actually, you know what? I want to do one more thing. I want to look at the energy for the Epstein file situation this week. And then we will do an oracle card. Okay, how does that sound? So can we see the energy around the Epstein file situation for this week, please, Spirit? What do you guys think? He's going to go down. It's just a matter of time. I think it's just going to, you know, everything has taken so much longer than anticipated when it comes to just the energies. So we're probably just in a holding pattern. Ooh, this is stuff coming out. And the devil card is about like addictions, or this could be like someone who has a fetish for underage children. This could be being I'm wondering if we're going to see some substance, some drug stuff, but this is very heavy energy. The devil card is about manipulation, being tempted by something, and bondage, being stuck in a situation. The challenge it's going to face this week is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is conflict. So there's going to be a lot of conflict this week about these Epstein files. The energy we're coming from is the Knight of Swords reversed. The Knight of Swords reversed is a stressful situation that's been blown out of proportion, which is exactly, well, I don't think this has been blown out of proportion, but this is like someone being on a warpath. This is Trump trying to silence everyone from talking about it. The energy of where the situation is going this week is the Ace of Cups reversed. So this is an offer not coming through. This is a block. This is rejection. So I don't know if this is Trump expecting some kind of an offer and it not happening, or perhaps someone removes their signature from that petition. I don't know. This is interesting. This is some kind of a creative block. The overarching goal for this situation for this week is the Hierophant. This is government. This is getting it all out into the open, having the government get involved and release the files. This is fighting the government as they're trying to hide the files. This is a card of institution, okay? The underlying issue, or what we don't see coming, is the Three of Swords reverse. So this is heartbreak. This is grief. This is a card that can talk about fighting, arguments, needing to reconcile. The energy around the situation this week is the King of Pentacles. It's all about Trump trying to keep it hidden. The King of Money. King of Money trying to keep it down. The environment is the King of Cups. This Trump is not only trying to protect himself, but he's trying to protect other people. And I am wondering if those powerful people have said to him, like threatened him in some way. And so he has no choice but to try to hide. King of Cups is someone helping him out. I'm wondering if he's going to get an offer from a king, like from another country, like Qatar, where he's able to run. Some people have seen him fleeing, and I don't know. I wasn't seeing that up until recently, and now it's kind of starting to show up. I would not be surprised if he doesn't get an offer from like another country and flees. Hopes or fears is the King of Wands. This is that tyrant energy. Look at this. All these kings in a row, all of these men involved. These are all moving parts. There are people that are losing their grip. There are people that are trying to step in. There are people that are making deals and profiting. It's just all of these. This is like wealthy billionaires behind the scenes manipulating things. And final outcome for the Epstein files for this week is the Eight of Pentacles, continuing to work hard to look for information. This is using your skills. So this would be investigators or people in Congress investigating, oversight committee, just continuing to work hard at bringing forth the information, okay? I'm not seeing really any big bombshells. Well, I don't know, man. With that devil and the Five of Swords, maybe. But I'm not seeing anything that's like, oh, it's all going to blow up this week. Okay, so now I want to shift gears. Now that we know what we can expect this week, I would like to know what messages Spirit has for us to get through this week. What do you guys think? What message does Spirit have for us for this week? What do we have? This is the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. Love this deck. We have the road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. So let's see what this card has to say. What do you guys think? Let's see here. This says, you've been working toward this moment for a while now, stone by stone, carefully paving the road before you. It's your time. It's your time now to walk it, to journey ahead without wavering. You know what to do, and you know how to do it. The road ahead of you is clear, and success is on the horizon. Be bold and truly go for it. Expansion and ease are here. You're ready to do what you came here to do. Remember, you've been working toward this moment for years, decades, or even lifetimes. If you asked a question, the answer is yes. If you're querying whether you're ready for something or if the time is right, the answer is yes. If you are wondering if you have what it takes, the answer is yes, yes, yes. Enjoy the next phase of your journey. You've earned this moment, this flow, this prosperity, this progress. You're going to make it look easy, but it's likely this is the result of years of being devoted to your path. As you walk it now, remember to walk it your way. Own your path because there's no one who can walk it quite like you. You guys, this is Spirit saying it's time. Whatever you've been wanting to do, whatever you've been thinking about, now is the time. And it's interesting because the card we got for this weekend was about being bold, being brave. And this is a continuation of that energy of You know, the road is cleared for you. Spirit is saying now is the time. Don't focus on what's happening around you in the outside world. Focus on what you came here to do. What are you here to do? What is your purpose? What should you be creating? What should you be doing? Because now is the time. Okay? All right, you guys, if you're still with me, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already. It's free and it's a fantastic way to help out my channel. And if you would like to take your support of my channel one step further, you can do that by becoming a member. Membership is 99 cents a month, and members get access to member exclusive content. The information to join is in the description box down below. Again, just click where it says more, it'll expand, and it's all that information is in there. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me while I flip cards, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.